What's going on, guys? JSGC here, back again for another Manchester City video, where today we're going to be doing the preview of Manchester City's game against Paris Saint-Germain away from home in the Champions League. Before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, do subscribe to my channel. It is free to subscribe. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Also, don't forget social media links, they're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships or any videos or any general business inquiries. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on the video. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. And finally, I want to say a big thank you to today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by Kitbag, where you guys can go and check out the Manchester City home shirt for the 2024-2025 season, which is currently on sale and can be picked up for less than £40. The links and details there in the description, and a big thank you to Kitbag for sponsoring this video. They've got other wonderful deals that you can go and check out as well. Remember, use the link in the description as it does help to support the future content created here on my channel. So, on to the match information for this game. This game taking place at the Parc in the Champions League. It's match day number 7 on Wednesday, 22nd of January 2025, with an 8 PM GMT kickoff time, with the game being broadcast live on TNT Sports. Anyone heading to Paris for this away game for Manchester City, do enjoy yourselves and do keep yourselves safe as well. So, our opponents, PSG, formed in 1970, led by manager Luis Enrique. 25th in the Champions League with 2 wins, 1 draw and 3 losses this season. They're on 7 points after 6 games. They are, though, domestically doing very well. First in Liga 1 with 46 points from 18 games. That's 14 wins, 4 draws and 0 losses. Champions League, though, seems to be where they are struggling. Now, having a look at their form in all competitions, won 7 and drawn 1 since they last played in the Champions League. They won their last Champions League game as well, so that's 8 wins and 1 draw with 0 losses in the last 9 games. In the Champions League, they won matchday number 1, 1-0 at home to Girona. They lost 2-0 away from home in matchday number 2 against Arsenal. They drew 1-1 at home against PSV in matchday number 3. They lost at home 2-1 to Atletico Madrid in matchday 4. They lost away from home against Bayern Munich 1-0 in matchday 5. They did beat Salzburg away 3-0 in matchday number 6 in their last Champions League game. And now here they're going to be facing Manchester City at home in matchday number 7 and Stuttgart away next week to end their league campaign. Probably needing 4 points will be enough to get them a top 24 place and through to the playoffs. Maybe even just a win and 3 points will be enough, but they were looking at this a home game. They won't want to take any chances and don't want to win this game. So a high pressure game with a lot of expectation at PSG, and it would be a huge disappointment, a massive failure for them to go out at the first time of asking in at the Champions League, as it would be with Manchester City as well. So both teams under a lot of pressure here, and PSG will want to try and make it as loud as possible in the Parc des Princes, and I'm expecting for there to be a lot of noise. So Manchester City, the players have to try and blank that out and try and play a very sensible 90 minutes where they're going to need to be clinical and creating opportunities and also covering gaps and defending very well, because there's a lot of pace in this PSG attack that City have to be wary of. Now, PSG did win their last game as well, which was a game in Liga 1 at the weekend where they beat RC Lens away from home by 2-1. So having a look at their dangers, quite a few dangers that City need to be wary of. So starting off in goal, Donnarumma, decent goalkeeper, got some decent defenders as well, including the likes of Lucas Hernandez. I'm expecting to see Hakimi starting, Nuno Mendes at left wing back as well. Got Fabian Ruiz in midfield, a danger. Got some decent quick-paced attackers as well, including the likes of Ousmane Dembele and Bradley Barcola, that City need to try and keep quiet because they're going to run at Manchester City. So Manchester City need to try and find a way to ensure that the supply is being cut short, and this may mean City just having to drop a little bit deeper to cover gaps to ensure that if PSG are going to try and hit us on the counter-attack, that they've got no space to work with. And if we go all-out attack with a very high line, then Ousmane Dembele and also Bradley Barcola, they're going to have a field day. So and would be relying on them having not much end product and relying on them being not so good rather than us being good, and it's not really how we do things. So I think Pep Guardiola will probably look to try and shake things up and change things up just to try and suit this game. So it could end up being a really exciting game, could end up being a bit of a drab game. I'm not really too sure what to expect. And I do have other options as well. Kimpembe's back for them. Marco Asensio an option from the bench as well. Now in terms of their injury news, I've heard that Marquinhos is available for selection, but others have said that he's doubtful, so we will see. Renato Sanchez is out. New signing Kvaratskhelia, who they brought in from Napoli, cannot be registered until the next phase, so he cannot play in this game. So I'm expecting PSG to go with a 3-4-3 formation. Donnarumma in goal, Kimpembe, Marquinhos if he's fit, and Hernandez as their back three. Hakimi on the right hand side, Mendes on the left hand side, Ruiz and Vitinha starting in the middle, Barcola on one side of attack, Dembele on the other, and Lee starting up top. Now Manchester City, formed in 1894, led by manager Pep Guardiola, currently find ourselves 5th in the Premier League. In the Champions League, find ourselves in 22nd place. Now, we've had 5 wins in 18 games, but we are unbeaten in 6. We've won our last game at the weekend against Ipswich Town by 6-0, and our form is just slowly now starting to return. Now, in the Champions League, we've got 2 wins. Slovan Bratislava away 4-0 in match day 2, and Sparta Prague at home in match day 3 won that game by 5-0. We've got 2 draws at home against Inter Milan, 0-0 in match day 1, and a 3-0 draw against Feyenoord in match day 5 after we blew a 3-0 lead inside the last 15 minutes. And then we've got 2 losses away against Sporting Club de Portugal, 4-1 in match day 4, and against Juventus in our last Champions League game in match day 6 by 2-0. Now, we do have danger still all over the pitch. In terms of injury news, Rodri, he's out long term, not featuring. Oscar Bobb training, I don't think he's going to make the match day. I've seen some of the stories coming out about a lot of the players not training, and I've heard that the players are working inside. So Pep Guardiola's cooking something up, he's changing something. I'm not too sure what that is going to be, so I'm going to presume that near enough we've got the same squad available as what we had at the weekend against Ipswich. It means John Stones will miss out, and Nathan Ake probably misses out as well. We have brought in Vitor Reis. He is not available and cannot be registered for Manchester City, so cannot play in this game. Same can be said with Abdukodir, Khusanov as well. He's not available for Manchester City, and with Kyle Walker closing in on an exit and has apparently travelled to Milan, he's not going to be available for this game either. So, in terms of my team prediction, I'm going Ederson to start in goal. Kept a clean sheet at the weekend, and I keep him in goal for this game. I'm going with my back 3, and the big dilemma is, what do we do on the right hand side with no Kyle Walker? We probably could have done with Kyle Walker, because his job could have been literally, if they go with Dembele on the left hand side, his job's to keep him quiet. Could have been a case of Nuno Mendes wants to burst forward, keep him quiet, or to go with Barcola on the left hand side, you keep him quiet. We've not got Kyle Walker, so we could go with what we went with against Ipswich, so I'm playing it safe here. Nunes, Akanji, Diaz and Josko, Gvardiol. I'm going Kovacic and Gundogan in midfield, with Kevin De Bruyne and Phil Foden potentially just slightly further ahead. Phil Foden potentially could be drifting to the right wing, with Jeremy Doku on the left and Erling Haaland starting up top. It means you've got options from the bench like Mabama, Grealish and McAtee in attack. Bernardo, Silva, Nico, O'Reilly as options in midfield alongside McAtee and Grealish, who can help cover there. Maybe Ake might be back, we'll have to wait and see. Simpson-Pusey, another option for City at the back, and Ortega, our backup goalkeeper, also on the bench. Now, in terms of my score prediction, I've no idea what's going to happen. I don't know what the City approach is going to be, so I imagine we're probably going to see some goals, and I'm going for a bit of a ding-dong battle. I'm going 2-2. Manchester City score first, PSG equalise, 1-1 at half-time. City retake the lead again in the second half before PSG towards the end of the game nab an equaliser, going 2-2. Betting tip, PSG's pace, it's going to cause problems, so I'm going, potentially you could go with Dembele. I think he could cause some problems. Maybe you could back him to score or assist any time. Barcola and Lee, score or assist any time, is probably where I'd be going with that. I'd pick 2 of the 3 attackers to score or assist any time. Do wait until the teams have been announced, by the way, until you leave your place your bets with any individual players, because you don't want to be placing any bets on players who don't end up starting the game. I'm also backing Phil Foden to continue his really good form and to bag again for Manchester City to score anytime. And I do fancy Kevin De Bruyne. Free kick goal Why not? Heard it here first. Now, next up, PSG take on Stuttgart away in the Champions League next week. Manchester City take on Club Brugge at home next week in the Champions League. In terms of domestically, PSG are taking on Rennes at home on Saturday. Manchester City taking on Chelsea at home in the Premier League on Saturday. Now, last note, I will have a live watch along for this game for you guys to enjoy. The link to that will be out later on today for you to go and set your reminders for. I will be live at 7:30 p.m. GMT ready for that game, so do stay tuned for that. So, want to thank you guys for watching. Much appreciated. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on the video. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. Don't forget as well to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Social media links there in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And also don't forget to go and check out Kitbag, today's video sponsor, where you can go and pick up that Manchester City home shirt for the season for less than £40. Plenty of stock available. You can get personalisation put on there as well for an additional fee, so do go and check it out. Links and details there in the description, and a big thank you to Kitbag for sponsoring this video, and I'll see you all again real soon for the next video. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Manchester City's form, it is improving. This is the big test. Win this game, City could well be back. Peace. Ciao for now.